Welcome back to the Michael Patrick Leahy Show. Now, here's Michael Patrick Leahy.
It's 12:33 p.m. We're broadcasting live from our studios in downtown Nashville. We welcome to our Zoom newsmaker line right now our very good friend, former special envoy to Haiti, former ambassador to Zambia, fellow Western New Yorker, Dan Foote. Welcome, Dan.
Hi, Michael Patrick. How's it going today?
Good to see you up hanging out in Buffalo. Did you get your workout in this morning?
We did, and it's a gorgeous day. We take them when we can get them up here, as you know.
As I know, yeah. We have at least, in upstate New York, there are at least 5 days of summer every year, right?
This is one of them, yes.
Yeah. So, Dan, last night, there was a state dinner in Washington, D.C., in the White House. And the President Biden honored the president of Kenya and his wife, and there were a number of luminaries there. The president's last name is Ruto, and the luminaries there were former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and former President Barack Obama, whose father was born in Kenya. Also, they made a big announcement about the plan to send peacekeepers into Haiti from Kenya. Your thoughts on this, Dan?
President Biden said something yesterday in the press conference that struck me. He said, we're sending the Kenyans because we don't want it to appear like the U.S. is telling Haiti what to do. However, the government, the illegitimate government that this Kenyan-led multinational security support mission led by the Kenyans is moving in the wrong direction. I believe that they are going to Haiti at the request of an illegitimate government. So that's a problem to start with. The other problem is there's 30 to 40,000 gang members. That's the numbers that they're throwing around right now out of Port-au-Prince. We're talking about 2,500 police from 6 different countries. So they're not even a team who's trained together at this point. I fear they're going to be outmanned, outgunned, and outmatched.
So it has the potential to turn into a real disaster, is what you're saying. It
sure does. And you saw last night there was another tragedy in Haiti where a couple of missionaries, American missionaries, and one of their Haitian mission staff were killed by gangs yesterday, and another in a long line of terrible tragedies. You remember the 15 Americans who were kidnapped a couple of years ago, and it's been almost 3 years since the assassination of Haiti's president, Jovenel Moïse, and the Biden administration has done nothing but stall, dither, delay, and not do anything. And now it's even unclear, now that President Ruto is going back to Kenya, are the Kenyans even going to go there at this point in time?
Really? So you think there's a possibility the Kenyans may not go there?
I think there's a slim possibility. Ruto has, despite the fact the political winds in his country are really against this mission, he's decided to do it anyways. But it seemed like the mission was rushed along to coincide with last night's dinner as a little bit of stage choreography right now. From here on in, Haiti is no longer a big deal to President Ruto. It's going to be a huge distraction.
Got it. So basically, you're saying if he's clever and he's listening to the politics at home in Kenya, he may just have taken a bow last night and never send the troops into Kenya because, as you say, he's going to send, 2,000, 3,000 troops?
And he's going to send 1,000, and then there's 1,500 coming from, I think, 7 other small developing countries.
And they've got 30 or 40,000 gang members. They're going to be outnumbered 10 to 1. And they don't know the territory. What could possibly go wrong?
A lot could go wrong. And 3 of these countries in the Caribbean, Jamaica, Barbados, and I'm going to get the third one wrong, so I won't say it, are currently actively deporting Haitians back to Haiti. So that's an interesting dynamic in this whole thing that I was unaware of. Some of these people who are in Haiti to create peace are doing it so that they can keep sending people back there and keep them out of their own countries.
Wow. Now, people who know what's going on in Haiti, when they hear what Biden said yesterday, that we're bringing the Kenyans in so that it's not America forcing its will on Haiti. I mean, collectively, anybody who knows anything about it, aren't they rolling their eyes and thinking, how could you say something so dishonest?
Absolutely, and we've been doing that for 3 years. President Biden has no interest in Haiti. He has no interest in fixing the terrible catastrophe that he created over the last 3 years by choosing, imposing, and sticking with Ariel Henry, a hated de facto prime minister who was forced to resign by the gangs who got together and closed the airport and let all the prisoners out of the country. And the U.S. has still done nothing, and now we're going to send the Kenyans, and we've sent, and President Biden also says no U.S. boots on the ground. There are already a bunch of U.S. boots on the ground. We've sent about 100 planes into Haiti over the past 2 weeks with supplies and materiel for this mission. So it's really a hypocritical situation that the U.S. could fix tomorrow if they wanted to. But as I said, Joe Biden is terrified of Haiti.
So if you were in charge, how would you fix it tomorrow?
If you give the Haitian people the space to come together in a national dialogue, they've done it in the past, they called it a constituent assembly, whereby people come to Port-au-Prince from around the country and every section of Haiti feels like they got some representation. Those people will come together in Port-au-Prince, and I guarantee you within 12 weeks, probably a lot shorter, will come up with a united path forward for Haiti that's best for Haitians. They've never had the opportunity to do that. Right now, they're working under a U.S.-imposed government construct where 6 or 7 Haitians in a presidential council are going to choose the president. All Haitians are against that, and it won't work. If we do that, and unfortunately, the gangs have a voice now. So the gangs are going to have to provide the space, and somebody's going to have to talk to them. And it's probably not going to be the Haitian politicians, but the gangs do have a voice in Port-au-Prince, and I don't think the Kenyans are going to shut them up.
So it seems right now that there's a reasonable likelihood that on January 20th, 2025 at noon, Donald J. Trump will be inaugurated as the 47th president of the United States. If that were to happen, what changes would you anticipate seeing in our policies towards Haiti?
It's hard to tell because during his first administration, he was happy that Haiti voted with us on Venezuela-related matters and sort of left Haiti alone. Hey, the U.S. broke Haiti over the past 12 years. Haiti needs the U.S.'s help, but they need the space to create their own transitional government and path forward. If you rush in just to hold elections, people aren't going to vote, or if they do, they're not going to trust the results because they don't trust this interim puppet government that was put in by the U.S. and the other people. So if you want real elections, you need the Haitians to come up with a solution. Never happened. It's happened once in 1990, and they had a successful election, which was undone by a purportedly CIA-led coup in 1991.
Purportedly, right?
Purportedly. I wasn't there. I don't know the details. My God, I lived in Haiti. I lived this stuff, and it's hard even for me to sort out what's true and what's.
Now, just another related question. The state dinner last night. If you read, mainstream regime media, BBC, et cetera, it's like, oh, it was a wonderful, wonderful turnout, star-studded event. Hollywood was there. From Nashville, our own Brad Paisley performed. The Howard University.
I saw that.
Yeah,
with boots, with nice boots and a nice tux as well.
Have you ever been to a state dinner at the White House?
I have not, and I don't think I'm going to get an invitation.
You're not getting an invitation from the Biden administration, do you?
Mine for last night must have got lost in the mail, but yeah,
got lost in the mail. All right, well, good. Hey, right now, if that phone call came in from Donald Trump and said, "Hey, Dan, who would be the best Secretary of State to deal with Haiti. What would your top three recommendations be for Donald Trump?
I honestly don't know who the top candidates would be. I know Rick Grinnell, who served when I was ambassador. We were ambassadors at the same time. Is a close contact of the president, and there are other people. On Haiti, what they need to do is listen to the Haitians and listen to people who understand Haiti. We have a once in a lifetime opportunity to maybe let the Haitians get it right here. We have nothing to lose. It cannot get much worse than this. And now is the time to do it. If we keep up with this imposed government, it's going to fail. It's going to get worse. More missionaries are going to get killed, and God is not going to save them in Haiti.
Yeah, it's a good point. Last question. I know that right now you are embarking upon an acting career. How's that going?
So far, so good. So a current movie, my second movie, my first credited one, it stars Ty Sheridan and Sean Penn. Mike Tyson is also in it. It's called Asphalt City. It's currently in theaters and available to rent or buy on Amazon Plus and Prime and the other big streamers. And I'm pretty sure it will come free to those pretty soon. I have about 8 powerful lines, but they're all before they show my face. So unless you know my voice, you're going to have a tough time. You know my voice, so you'll be able to pick it up.
Yeah, and I saw you, I saw a little clip that you did a great job on that. And you played what, a fire department investigator, right?
Yeah, I'm the boss of Mike Tyson, Sean Penn, and Ty Sheridan. I'm a hard-ass FDNY lieutenant.
So hold on. Now, did you have a scenes with Tyson at all?
Oh yeah, we were in the same scene, although you can't tell it from the final cut. But we were in the same scene together, and it was interesting.
Did you talk with Mike very much?
I did talk to Mike. Very sharp guy. Surprisingly, I mean, he's smarter than I. Look, that's a low bar. We talked about his daughter's play. She's a national level tennis player. He was going to go see after that, and then he was going to go to Colombia, to see his shaman right after that, which I found interesting.
Oh, there you go. Dan Foote, a very good friend, for another upstate New Yorker, former Ivy League football player, and all around good guy. Dan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Welcome, baby. Go Lions.
All right. Dan Foote. Thank you, Dan. All right.